basically, it was on USA Today. Was the article? I realized that. I know I said that to you. What can you? You gotta kind of lead this one and tell me exactly what was said, because I didn't read the whole thing.
Well, basically, to sum it up, he was getting on the point of guys are being called up from NXT and stuff like that, and and they're getting called up as their big quote unquote break in the WWE just to be treated like jokes. And he was also saying stuff about how guys like Dolph Ziggler and Kevin Owens and them can pull their weight, and for some reason they just keep getting tossed off to the side. And then he was saying about how him and his son made a trip to go to an NXT takeover event, and how Becky Lynch and Sasha Banks were like just phenomenal, in their NXT match, and here they are on Raw and they're wrestling like 5 to 6 minutes.
Well, it's not the same as NXT. NXT is a super indie, and they got a lot less people working on NXT. I just think with Raw, the big glamour it is, it fucks everybody up. I'm curious to know which NXT stars he was talking about. Was he talking about Tyler Breeze, or was he talking about other stars before him?
I think he's talking about nearly everybody in the last year that's been getting called up. Because look at the hype that Neville had, and look at the hype that Owens has been successful. I'm not knocking that, but look at what happened with Owens. He comes in, his first match, bam, he beat Cena, and then all of a sudden, he's losing to Cena like it looked like his win was a fluke. And I'm a Cena fan, but I also call a spade a spade. To me, it looked like Owens' win was a fluke.
It does, but I think the whole thing with the Owens win was, being he's going to be half a chicken shit heel, he always can be like, I beat Cena in my first match. After that, in their eyes, it didn't matter, because a heel is a heel, and a heel can always go back to I beat Cena, talking their trash, to be a heel and gain the heat. And I really think that was the only reason why he beat Cena in the first place. I don't think they were ever really going to make Owens like the next big heel. But I think that was their idea. I think Cena was fine with doing the job. I don't think Owens even knew about it, but I think in their eyes, they were like, look, we're going to bring Owens up. We're going to have him beat Cena the first time, and then after that, it doesn't matter what we do to him, because he's got to win over Cena. And a win over Cena is a better, and a win over Cena clean is a better win than 20 wins over 20 other superstars. So in their eyes, they think, oh, well, he beat Cena, now he's unstoppable, even if we stop him. Mm-hmm. That's how I think they looked at it, and I don't think they're right in looking at it that way. But
no, they're not.
But I think Tyler Breeze is doing okay so far. I don't think he's at the pinnacle of the bottom. I mean, yeah, he may have lost 2 matches, but look, he's going to be a job guy. He's a Heath Slater. He's a Fandango. You know what I mean? Like that's what he is. And I think he's got more talent than Heath Slater, and I think he's got more talent than Fandango. But especially with the gimmick, that's where he's gonna be. That's just like Bo Dallas. Him and Bo Dallas should form a tag team. Because that's the level that they're both gonna be at. So, and I can see that happening in the future. By the way, him and Bo Dallas being a tag team.
Yeah, possibly.
But yeah. So, I don't know, like a couple of NXT stars in the past year haven't really hit it. Neville, I thought of Neville as a Billy Kidman. I hate to say that because I think he's got way more talent than Billy Kidman had, but he's the 2015 Billy Kidman. There's really, I don't see them looking at him as any other way. I think Billy Kidman probably thinks he's Billy Kidman, So,
right.
That's how I feel about with Neville. Now, we all know he's got talent, but I just think when you're looking at the guys in charge, that's what they're thinking about Neville. I think.
Mm-hmm.
So.